Hi guys, it's Beth. So I was supposed to teach a class. My gym opened for outdoor classes and I was supposed to teach at 5 tonight. However, it's pouring, so I won't be able to do that. And I'm kind of bummed out. Last week we started this and it was fun. It was really nice to get back to teaching a class. But I still need to work out and I thought you might want to work out too. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a combo workout. The class that I teach is called HIIT Strong. So it's a combination of HIIT, the high intensity interval training, with some strength in between. Now, since we're home, I did cut down on the weight work a little bit, just because I know a lot of us don't have a full gym's worth of weights at our house. So I have this fabulous vintage 1994, let's say, set of weights that I'm pretty sure that I bought with babysitting money somewhere early in high school. You know what though? They still weigh 10 pounds, so they're going to work just fine for what we're doing. I did, like I said, though, I did kind of simplify the weights just a little bit. So the cardio is going to be a big part of this. The cardio is going to be about 3-minute sets with a low impact for 40 seconds and then a higher impact for 20, and we'll go back and forth between those. And then once we've done our 3 minutes of cardio, we'll hit some weights. So I'm going to start with a short warm-up. If you are already warmed up, do it with us anyway. It's good for you. And I will end with a cool down. So I'm going to move as quickly as I can. I've got lots of notes and things like that. I've got a timer. I also have allergies, so bear with me. Hopefully they won't be too bad. All right, we are going to start though with a warm-up as I always do. Let's just start with a step touch. We're going to warm up the outer thighs, the inner thighs a little bit. Roll your shoulders back just a few times. I don't have music on. I highly suggest that if you have a playlist that you like for working out, you can add that. I know that some of the other music channels have some workout options if you're looking for some variety. Just swinging across. My feet are staying out and tapping. I'm going to bring my arms up overhead so I can get a side stretch. Still just doing a little tap with my feet for right now. Good. All right. And I'm going to pull back, so I want to get my legs more active. I'm going to do a little hamstring curl, which means that my heel is coming as close to my butt as I can get it. This will warm up the front of your thighs. It's a bigger muscle. You'll start to feel your heart rate come up a little bit. That's good. We're going to pull our knees. I'm not going too high, nothing too crazy here. It's just the warm-up. But I am getting my arms up. And when your arms go overhead, your heart rate goes up. And when your knees come up, your belly button pulls in. Whenever we put our knees up, that's ab work. All right. Bring it here and just jog for a few seconds. I've got a little jump rope arm going. You can bring them up if you want a little more cardio work. I know I'm kind of barely staying in the frame, but you know where my arms are. The ceiling here is really low too, so you'll see when I jump later, I'll hit the ceiling. Low jacks. These are just nice and easy. We'll do more jacks later. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Go ahead, stay here. Nice light jog. I'm just going to explain the first 2 moves real quick. All right, the first 2 moves are tire run. So tire run, you imagine there's 2 in front of you, and you jog out, out, in. Then we're going to do a nice big V squat jump. So up and out, in and back. I'll try to show some different options there. All right, if you're still jogging, go ahead, bring it down. I'm going to start this off. Just tap while we wait for the timer. And 5, 4, 3, 1. Out, out, in, out, out, in. You can bring it a little bit faster, or you can bring it quite a bit slower. That's up to you. It's your workout. I picked some moves, but you decide how it's going to work for you. Now, the truth is, if there were tires here, I'd really have to get my knees up. But these are kind of a low impact tire run here. Few more seconds. 2, 1. So it's out to the front, into the back, out, in. You can open your arms if you want. Remember, the higher your arms, the higher your heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Other leg leads with the tire run. So you might notice I'm already sweaty. Did a lot of trials before this, so I may take the low option sometimes today. Kind of on my toes, which is nice. You'll get a calf workout with the cardio. Seconds. 2 and 1. Bring it back. Open into the V. Close. Big in the front. Small in the back. Big. Small. When you're squatting, keep good form. That means your knees don't go past your toes. The weight is in your heels. Okay, we're back. So I'm going to try to switch the lead halfway this time. Mine are low. I know if there were real tires here, I would trip. All right, stop here and switch your lead. Few more seconds. If you can get a little higher, go for it. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back. Nice and wide. Back together. Boom. And so there's a lot of squats happening today. I like squats. They get your heart rate up. They burn a lot of calories and tone your legs. There it is. Come on up. All right. Tap it out. Get a quick break here. Roll your shoulders. Catch your breath. Let's stretch back. In a pretty short stretch. Switch legs. One more time on each side. Okay. Weights. There's a lot of push-ups today too. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to do an upper body, a lower body, and a push-up. The first upper body we're going to do is for biceps. My weights, I'm just going to pause that. My weights are 10s. They're probably a little heavy for this, but I'm at home and this is what I have. So I'm going to do one set with my 10s, then for the next set, I'm going to switch. So we're doing a scoop. It's a little different. Shoulders down and back, belly in. You're going to hold them just almost at a 45-degree angle and scoop them up, then bring them in and out and back down. If you didn't do that, let's go with this is 1, in, out, down. 2, in, out, down. 3, out, down. 4, in, out, down. 5, in, out, down. 6, in, out, down. 7, in, out. Last one. 8, in, out, down. All right, rolling back. We do have another set, and we're going to do a little burnout on that one. All right, we're going to squat. Ready? Again, shoulders down and back, weights at your side, or you can put them up on your shoulder if you prefer. That's up to you. We're going to drop it. Pulse. 2, 3, stand. Pulse. 2, 3, that's 2. Weights in the heels. 3. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Pulse. 2, 3, 5. Pulse. 2, 3, 6, pulse, 2, 3, last one, pulse, 2, 3, 8. Awesome. All right, put your weights down. Push-ups. I'm going to try to start on my toes. I've already done a set, so I can drop to my knees if I need to. But with the push-up, we're going to do a slow down, fast up. Get into position so your hands are just outside your shoulders, nice and straight, belly buttons in, down, 2, 3, press up, down, 2, 3, 2, down, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and up. Bring your knees in, quick stretch. Good. Come on up. We're going to do it again. I'm going to use one weight this time. If you have different weights, you can stick with the 2. Mine's a little bit heavy for a scoop. All right, ready to scoop again. There's going to be a little burnout at the end here too. So we're going to scoop, in, out, down. 2, in, out, 3, 4. Get your shoulders a little too. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay here. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, down. Good. Put the weight down just for a second, just to stretch. Thumbs up and thumbs down. So even if you were just doing that with larger water bottles or soup cans, by keeping it up, by not having our elbow close to our body, we sort of increase the weight there. All right, we're going to do squats again. Same thing, little squat pulses. Roll the shoulders back. Let's do it. Pulse, 2, 3. I just changed my weight position. Same thing though. When I come down, my butt goes back. Weights in the heels, my toes can wiggle. I believe that's 5, but I might add an extra. Let's call that 5. Might be an extra. 6, 7. Come up for 8. Now come back down for the burnout. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. All right, 8 more push-ups. Good news, push-ups don't have a burnout. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna come back down. Keep our count nice and slow. We got down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, 2, down, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, halfway. That's 5, 6, 7, there's 8. Bring your knees in. You can go ahead, open them up a little bit so you can come to child's pose. So there it was, a little upper body, a little lower body, and some push-ups. So many push-ups today. 3 different kinds, it's amazing. All right, we are gonna do some jacks, okay? We're gonna do them double out, double in. Out, out, in, in. Then, I'm gonna start this, because it needs a few seconds to warm up. Then we're gonna do a little squat burst, I call it. So you're gonna squat and burst. Okay, I have a really low ceiling here, so I probably will hit it. So squat low, burst up. That's the high impact move. We're gonna start with the low impact though. 40 seconds low. Here it is, out, out, in. Now I'm great here But if you want to hold a weight at your chest, you can hold a light one. I really don't love jumping with extra weights, but something light should be okay if it doesn't feel jarring. If you feel like it's pulling you, then you shouldn't be using it. If you want, you can also have arms. I'll do that the next time. Arms could be a little faster. Again, your workout. All right, get ready. Squat, burst, burst. I actually really love these. Makes me feel kind of strong. A few more, halfway done. You can do one at a time, or you can do both arms and one leg. All right, going back to low. I'm just gonna add little arms. You can do big arms. But I want this to be a recovery. Moderate heart rate. Because those squat bursts should be high. Do a couple extra. Burst, squat burst. Don't worry, I'll make up the difference. Keep going, about 5 more seconds, maybe 6. All right, back to low. I went back to jump rope arms. Ten seconds here. Heart rate should be just starting to regulate. Then we get into the high again. 2, 1. Squat and burst, or do arms and one leg if you're not jumping today. 5 seconds. Woo! There we go. All right. Keep your head high, but press out and up. Heel down, toe up. 1 foot at a time. So my heart rate's high. That's my cardio. We do slower impact exercises after this so that we really have the highs and lows. All right, come out. Just rock back and forth for a sec. I'm gonna rock really far so I can turn this off. All right. Take a quick second. Now's a good chance to get some water. I went with a little electrolyte drink. I have water too. Just because I did work out a lot today. All right. Whew. Here we go. Next set. So remember that our next exercise is designed to help you get your heart rate down a little bit. You can use one weight or both. We're just going to go overhead. We're going to go overhead into tricep extension, so you're coming up over. Now my weights are round. I cannot press them together. Oh, you can't really see me. Can you see my weights now? No? Here we go. I'm going to kneel just so you can see my weights. You can stay standing though. Here we go. We're down and up. 2, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, up. Bring them down. There's only 8, so don't be afraid to go a little bit heavy. All right, here we go. Whoop. Our next move, we're gonna lunge. So I'm gonna lunge The leg that goes back, I'm going to keep the weight down. The other weight's going to go on my shoulder. We're going to do that pulse again though. So one leg this time. We'll do the next leg next time. So pick the one that's going back, and don't forget, you're going to come on, drop down, and pulse. 2, 3. You can tap or lift your knee and raise your arm. 2, 2, 3. If your weight's too heavy, then you don't have to do the lift. Or you can do every other lift. Pulse, pulse. This is 4. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 5. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 2 more. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 7. Come back down. We got our burnout this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on in. I had to do the burnout there, guys, because we're not going to do that leg again. So again, remember which leg. We're going down. And when we do this, it's a modified spider. If you've been working out for a long time and you know a spider push-up and you want to go right for it on your toes, go ahead. But I'm going to do this from my knees. It's going to look like this. My right arm's going to come up and my left foot is going to come up while I'm dropping down. So I'm just going to do one as an example. Everything's down, everything's up, and the hand comes back. Then we switch sides. All right, let's start together. 1, up, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead, you get a little stretch back. I'm also going to grab my towel because I sweat on my mat, as I sometimes do. All right, you guys can stand. I'm going to stay on my knees again, just so we can all see. Coming up. Again, shoulders down and back. Even though I'm lifting up, I want to make sure my shoulders aren't up. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down. Just hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. That was hard. There we go. All right, I still have both weights. I've got the other leg. So, switching. The leg that goes back is the hand that's down. Ready? We're going to pulse. 2, 3, press. 2 right angles with my knee. That's 2. Pulse. 2, 3, 3. Pulse. 2, 3. Halfway. 5, 6, 7. This is 8, but we got to burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. All right, no explanation this time. You know what we're doing. So, depending on my towel a lot today. Come on down. Push-up position on your knees. One at a time. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Come on up. Open your legs a little wider this time so you can get a little better child's pose stretch. All right. All right. We are going to go back to cardio. This cardio is actually going to work some of the same leg muscles. So you'll notice that even though the cardio is cardio and not strength, Your legs are probably burning a little bit on the high impact. So we're going to do a little skier, okay? Just a little skier. Then for the high, we're going to drop it and drop. I'm going to start the timer. I'm also just going to adjust, see if we can get a little more of me in there. You really just need to hear what I'm doing though. All right, in 10 seconds, little skier. So if you wanted to hold a weight, you could. Again, I don't love jumping with weights personally. It's a little rough on my knees, but I'm coming back and forth. Now another option would be to add some arms to this. And that's also going to make it a little bit harder. But I'm just back and forth with my feet. Few more seconds here. 3, 2, here we go. Drop it, switch. If doing it in one switch is too much, stop in the middle, then switch. Stop, switch, stop, switch. Or just go for it. There it is. Little ones. I'm going to keep my hands down this time. I'm good on the heart rate. I know what's coming, so I make sure that I'm spreading it out a little bit so I make it through. Still about 10 seconds. Hopefully you're catching your breath. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Drop the lunge, switch, switch. Remember, every lunge is 2 right angles. Try to make sure you're getting far enough. It's harder when you're jumping. It's harder without a mirror too. There we go. All right, we're back. Got one more of those. Fourteen. 5, 4, 3, and last time. Drop it, switch, 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 or stop in the center and switch. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Just tap for a sec. Roll your shoulders. All right, let's stretch a little bit. Pick a leg to balance on or hold on to something. I'm really sweaty. This room's warm, even with the air on. Switch legs. All right, go ahead if you want a sip of water, go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna do that. Actually, you wanna make sure you're hydrating. I know sometimes the breaks seem frustrating, but it's okay. You wanna let your heart rate come down. You wanna get that recovery time. Recovery is something that people really ignore. A lot of people are pushing hard 7 days a week. You've gotta give yourself a rest day so your muscles can repair. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna use one weight here because we're gonna go up overhead. We're gonna sit ourselves into a little sort of a chair position, so a squat. And then we're going to lift the weight straight up over our head. So I'm going to come, I'll do it from the side. I'm going to come squat, so it's sort of like a chair. My feet are not very far apart, just a little bit enough to be like hip distance. I'm going to stop it here, and we're going to lift straight arms overhead. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down and stand. All right. Grab your other weight. I'm going to give you options here. If you don't like what I'm doing, I want you to stay here and just pull back so your elbows are coming straight back. But I'm going to do a nice wide stance here. And I'm going to come down into a side lunge, starting on my right. So my chest is almost on my knee. Join me here, and we're going to pull up for 3, 2, 1, and then I'm just going to switch, shift my weight to the other side, and go 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2. Halfway done. Switch. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And back. 3, 2, 1. Center and up carefully. All right, that moves a lot. So let's just roll and release with a little standing cat-cow. Again, if you felt like that was uncomfortable, you're just going to stay right in the center. All right, you know there's a push-up. Tricep push-ups, 8 of them. I do tricep push-ups on my knees. If you can do a tricep push-up on your toes, go for it. But with a tricep push-up, you want to be right over, and you're going to come down so that your elbows skim your rib cage. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, stretch it back. I know you're like, but we did triceps. Yeah, we did them twice. Sometimes that's how triceps go. All right, one weight. Let's get into that little chair squat position. Okay, feet are pretty close. Bringing it down. Arms are straight. Elbows aren't locked though. 1. Nothing's ever locked. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand up. Oh, I didn't do a burnout, but that's okay. That's a tough one. All right, you need your both weights. Again, I'm going to come wide. You can stay center and pull if it hurts your back. I'm going to start on the other side this time. So weight comes to the back of the bent leg. My chest is almost on my thigh, and I've got 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. You're halfway. Switch. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1, come center and stand carefully. Put your weights down, cat-cow it. Roll back, 8 more, no burnout. I'm gonna pause a little bit on that last one. I always like to do that for triceps. All right, we're right over, everything's ready. You're dropping right through the palms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna hold this 8th one just for a second or two, and then push it up and stretch it back. Yay! All right, we've got one more cardio, and then we've got abs. So you're good. You can do this. How long has it been so far? We're already 35 minutes, so this will turn out to under an hour. So that's not so crazy. All right, here's our moves. We've got, this is the one with the burpees. It just is. Our low move is a small jump. Okay, so just a broad jump straight, and then 3 little hops back. You can also come back, step, step, step. Up, step, step, step. So that's your low move, which isn't that low, if I'm completely honest. Your high move is burpees. Straight arm, burpee. You can jump if you want, okay? It's no push-up. If you want, you can do a 1 arm burpee instead. I'll probably stick with 2 to be honest. All right, here we go. Long jump. Boop, boop, boop. I'm not squatting too low. But if you don't feel like your legs have worked, you can squat lower. You want to keep this light. Burpees. Whoop. You can take the jump out. You can also step it out, step it in, and stand. Step, step, stand, or go for it. Last time. Woo, here we go. Boop. Other option. Step, step, bounce, bounce, bounce. Step. Get ready for burpees. Here they are. Do the steps if you want. Sometimes I go back and forth. Last one. Here we go. This is the most challenging. You need to modify to make it work. Remember, you can step, step, someone's probably thinking, oh, no burpees. Sorry. Now here they are, last set. Halfway. Three, and done. Good. Tap and roll. favorite recovery. Let's reach and reach. Last one here, come across. Don't stop moving completely. You won't let your heart rate come down. All right. March, roll back, roll forward, again, back, and up. Bring your feet out wide, rock to the side, keep your head above your chest, head above your heart, and other side, and other side. Switch, switch, switch. One more on each side. Again, your head still above your heart. Walk your feet in. Okay, roll down. Standing cat-cow. You're high though. So when you cat, squeeze your shoulders down. When you cow, they come back and up. Cat and cow. I've heard it also called other things. All right, you can take a sip of water. You can towel off, but we're gonna hit the floor now. So I'm just gonna move this a little bit. I am gonna keep one weight. We're keeping weights pretty short, or I'm sorry, we're keeping abs pretty short today. But go ahead, get your sip of water if you want it. I'll put my other weight away. We need to let our heart rates come down. I'm not jumping right down to the floor yet, because if my heart rate is here, yours probably is too. And we don't want to lay down when our heart rate's too high. But I'm feeling pretty good now. So I'm going to sit. I am going to make our first two exercises though, sitting up ab exercises. I'm just going to stretch because I'm here just for a sec. All right, I got my weight. I got my feet on the floor. We're going to do a Russian twist, but we're going to slow it down considerably. So we're going to tip back to where we feel our abs engage. Shoulders down and back so our shoulders aren't in our ears. And I've got my heels on the floor still. If you want to lift or put them together, that's fine, but I'm going to keep mine down. We're going to slowly go. One side, back to the center, other side, back to the center. 2, center, 3, center. 4, center. I miscounted that, but that's okay. Center, center. By slowing it down, we lose the momentum. You can swing weights around, but swing weights around doesn't really give you much control. And there we go. Come on down. Oh, keep your weight. All right. If your heart rate isn't down, I want you to pause. I'm good. I have a monitor on. If your heart rate is still high, pause it. Take a little walk around your house and then hit play and rejoin. So here we are. Knees are up. Hands are right above your chest. Weight is optional. You don't need to use it. I'm going to open legs and arms, and then I'm going to bring them up with a little lower ab crunch. Open, crunch. My neck stays on the floor through this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your feet down. You can roll up so you can put your weight down. I'm not going to let it go too far. I'm going to want it later. All right, pulses with sit-ups. I like these pulses. I'm sticking with it today. So you're going to come down. You can keep your feet on the floor because we're going to go crunch, crunch, crunch all the way up. If If you really want to keep your weight on your chest, that's your option. You can do that. Let's start together. 1, 2, 3, down, all the way up, down, 2, 2, 3, and all the way up, 4, 3, this is 3, up, 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 there's 4, up, 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 and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Roll it down nice and slow. Good. Bring your knees into your chest just for a second. All right. Legs are up. You can put your hands underneath. We're just going to do a couple W's. I'm going to get my weight out of the way. So with the W, you're going to keep your feet together. Bring them down as low as you can. So it might be here, and it might be here. You're going to open them, bring them wide and up, down together, and up. Let's go. Down, open, down, center. You can go much shallower and leave them at a 45-degree angle and still do the same work. If your back is coming up off the ground, then you need to adjust so that that doesn't happen. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just bring it down. Hover it if you can. Here's your hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into your chest. Yay, we're done. All right, stretch and roll up and come on up over your legs. So I know when you were little, right, you'd sit up, right, and push that little thing so that you got your President's Physical Fitness Award. All right, I want you to think about that, but really think about your chest going towards your toes. It's not really where your arms are, and it's not really how low you are. It's about how far out. You'll feel the difference in the back of your legs. Okay, take one leg, bring it over. We're going to do 2 stretches here. Twist it. This one's more for your waistline. You'll feel it in your leg too. Then put both arms back. Just give yourself a scoot if you can, and you're going to change that to a figure 4 stretch. You can roll that out just a little bit as well. If you don't have a foam roller, by the way, you should think about getting one. All right, come on down, switch sides, there we go. All right, same thing, both arms behind. I have to kind of scoot myself to get the right leverage to get into position. All right, let's just put the soles of our feet together. Grab underneath, scoot up to where you're comfortable, and you can press down into it. And then we're going to stand up. And just one more time. I know we've stretched the quads a couple times. Look how sweaty I am. Hope you're a little sweaty too. So now I rehydrate. I got my big bottle of water. I've got my electrolyte drink. Same leg that's back. Go ahead and kick it out. Heel down, toe up, and lean into it. Again, you're kind of going towards the front here a little bit. Don't skip the stretching, guys. When I teach classes, switch legs. I cannot tell you how many people scoot out, and so I've moved my stretching up a few minutes, and people don't stay for it. Some people do, but the people that don't, they're going right from that real high heart rate right to sitting in their car. It's not ideal for your muscles. Your muscles should get a stretch when you're done working. Now, maybe they go home and stretch. I certainly hope so. Also, when you're in your 20s, it doesn't seem as necessary. Go ahead, dive down. Come back up. We're going to dive down one more time. And up. Roll your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. All right, so my class would normally be starting in about 20 minutes. It is still raining, so at least I don't feel bad. All right, I hope you are this sweaty. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you hit like and work out with me again. Have a good day.